also learned earlier this morning, and something that sent oil prices higher, was that the U.S. would be proposing broad G7 sanctions on Russian energies, kind of secondary sanctions, both on China and India, to try to help stop the war in Ukraine. It's something that the U.S. had resisted, really pushing down on the G7 or putting those types of sanctions on China. How could this change things?
Yeah, I mean, this is really, where trade and geopolitics intersect. The U.S. is trying to use the EU as cover to put these secondary sanctions on, to say, look, if you do it, we'll go along. But there's very little likelihood that there's going to be some broad consensus on this issue, given the economic stakes for India, for the EU, and for the U.S. and to ratchet up tariffs on China is just at the moment is just not in anybody's interest, given the leverage that China has shown it can apply on both economies with its control over critical minerals, rare earths, and those kinds of things. So no one is in a real mood to actually carry out some of these threats, but it's all sort of pushing the Trump administration, pushing some of its allies in Europe to try to bring an end to the war in Ukraine. This is one of those methods, and we'll have to see what the G7 finance ministers walk away with in their discussion today.